Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time. And at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 7 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
On second down, it's Henry, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard on the
from the gun on third down. Tannehill. 4. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. No, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And
pressure comes, and down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Got some room at the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And only 7 carries in last week's game. And I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. But Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive,
really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Brings up third down and 6.
Again, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad. From the red zone now, Tannehill.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's good.
Throwing again is Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Tannehill throwing again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Randall Cobb, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
11 on the play. First down.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Complete to
A
Curtis
huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They run again with Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Evans on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Tannehill.
A slant to Jones.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1 more yard.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Wk9 Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Tannehill sacked.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Rosa's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Titans 6, Bears 3.
We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will finally stop it, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
The throw right sideline here is complete.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
That's complete to Mooney.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And just shutting him off there. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
The pass.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, and with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a couple. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Cairo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 13-6, 44 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's brought down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep